Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are driving on the PJ Patterson Highway. This is the highway that takes you from Kingston to Maypen now, but in about 2 weeks it will take you all the way to Mandeville. Now let's talk about the naming of these roads and highways in Jamaica. This road was opened as Highway 2000 East-West Leg. It was later renamed a couple of years after it was opened, the PJ Patterson Highway. And PJ Patterson is our former Prime Minister of Jamaica, and he is single-handedly responsible for the building of this road. So to name this road after him, great honor, well deserved. Now you have so many other roads that are not named after prime ministers. No, I should back up. I think every road in Jamaica, every main road in Jamaica should be named, or let me phrase it a different way. Every prime minister in Jamaica should have a major highway named after them. Everyone. Now, this is the PJ Patterson Highway. You have another major highway, Highway 2000 North-South Leg, which was opened Jamaica North-South Highway, and it was later renamed the Edward Seaga Highway, which is great. Edward Seaga was a former Prime Minister of Jamaica. So I believe every Prime Minister should have a major highway or a major road named after them. Now, we have the Bustamante Highway, but it's not what we would consider a highway by today's standards. So let's look at the roads being built. We have the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project from Harborview to Portland. We can split that road up into 3 sections. Kingston to Harborview to Yalos, 4-lane super highway like the one we're driving on. One of the nicest roads ever built in Jamaica. That should be named after a Prime Minister. Then you have the section from Yalos to Morant Bay that could be named after another Prime Minister. And then you have the section from Morant Bay to Portland. I mean, the entire project is 140 kilometers of road. We can easily name some sections after Prime Ministers. Which Prime Minister? Not important. Doesn't matter what they did while they were in office. Doesn't matter how long they were there. As long as they held the office of Prime Minister, a highway should be named after them. And then we have Mandela Highway, which is the busiest road in Jamaica. The busiest road in Jamaica. And it's not named after a Jamaican. No, we're very proud of what Mr. Mandela did, and we're not taking anything away from him. But the busiest road in Jamaica should be named after a Jamaican. I think that road should be named after a Prime Minister, and another road named after Mr. Mandela. And then we have the Northern Coastal Highway, which is the longest road in Jamaica. It takes you from Portland all the way to Negril. That road can be broken up into sections and named after Prime Ministers. And we have even mentioned once that a section of that highway from, say, Montego Bay to Ocherios should be named the Bob Marley Highway, because yes, you have a lot of every Prime Minister should have a road named after them, but also a lot of the great Jamaicans, roads should be named after them. Now, Bob Marley has international fame all over the world. And when you come into the Sangster International Airport, that's the busiest airport in Jamaica, and 85% of all the people that come into that airport are tourists, or 85% of the people that use that airport are tourists. You could have a name like Bob Marley Highway for people to drive on to get to Ocherios, which is the busiest section of the highway. Is from Montego Bay to Ocherios because of the airport and that they're all tourists. Ocherios is a major tourist area. That section of the road is so busy, that's Montego Bay to Ocherios, that they are expanding it to a 4-lane road like the one we're driving on now. I'm not sure if that road will have the Jersey barrier in the middle, but it's going to be 4 lanes. It's going to, right now the road can take up to 15,000 cars a day, but they are going to expand it to 4 lanes so it can take from 30 to 50,000 cars a day. That's how busy that area is. And if it's not Bob Marley it's named after, it should be a prime minister. So guys, what do you think? I mean, it doesn't matter what they did while they were in office. It's just they were the leader of the country. They were the prime minister. So they should have our highway named after them. And then you have a lot of very famous Jamaicans who have done so much for Jamaica, internationally and locally. We could name roads after them too. I think Jamaica seriously needs to look at the name of some of these main roads and highways and start a campaign or put something in place so that you have a structure for the naming of these roads. So you say every prime minister must have a highway named after them. So you have a list and you go down the list. So you know the next highway to be built will be named after Prime Minister XYZ because that's the next one on the list. It doesn't matter about politics or which party they're represented. And I mean, I can give you an example. When they were to rename the Highway 2000 North-South leg the Edward Seaga Highway, there was a lot of discussion about it because he wasn't against building the highway. He was not for building the highway. And they named the road after him, which is fine because it doesn't matter, as I said, what they did, what their position was while they were in office. Once they were a prime minister or once they held the office of prime minister, they should have a highway named after them. So guys, let us know what you think. Leave your comments in the section below. Alright guys, have a good day.